Okay, the next category we have is the lifestyle category. And so the first thing in here is the book library. And this is basically where you can track all of your favorite books. And I put 4 examples in here. I'm just going to show you my favorite. This is my all-time favorite book, Becoming Supernatural. And then you can add if it's on your wish list, if you're currently reading it, or if you've already read it. You can add an author, the book cover, and then a genre, which this one is self-development. You can add a month when you read it, and you can add a rating. And then down here is just a little like reflection. Was this book worth it? What was your favorite part or chapter, your favorite quote, and like notes? And if you want to change anything to these templates, you can go up here where it says new and press on the little arrow and go on edit. And then this is a template. So if you edit anything to this template, I don't know why this is so far down. But yeah, if you edit anything to this template, it will automatically show up in these examples. So yeah, that's basically how the book library works. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. We have the category here of all the books, the ones you're currently reading, the ones you already read, and then we have a wish list. And there is also a book wish list here that's just showing you all of the books that are on your wish list. And then here we have a little widget. I will also put that in the instructions. And here you can change that and change the colors and all of that and what it says. But basically you can just like track how many books you've read right here. So yeah, that's the book library. Then the next one we have the wardrobe planner. And so here you can plan out your outfits. And so how this works is you have this board view. And basically you have Monday right here, Tuesday, Wednesday, and like Thursday, Friday, and so on. And then you can go into each different ones, and then you can add whatever like your outfit is, or like whatever like shoes or tops or bottoms or whatever it is. So here, for example, I have New Balance sneakers. You can add an image. And then you can do what day you want to wear these sneakers. And so you can add multiple days if you wear this on Monday, Tuesday. Let's say I also wear this on Wednesday, and then it will automatically show up on Wednesday as well. So I'm just going to take this out. But yeah, basically you just put the days of the week. And then you can add a like category, accessories, bottoms, tops, shoes, whatever it is. And then you can also add a last worn and number of times worn. So for example, if you don't want to wear the same thing like over and over, and you want to diversify more of like what you wear in your closet, then this is like really helpful because you know the last time you wore something and how many times you wore it. And then you can also add a link to the thing if you want to. But yeah, that's basically how it works. And so this way you will see your whole outfit for the day. And then down here we have a wish list again. So like I said, we have a big wish list of things, and this is just filtered to show you the clothes. So remember in the wellness page we had the yoga mat and the candle, and then here we have a dress and a Bottega bag. And it works the same way. I already showed you this in the wellness section, but yeah, again, you put the price and like how much you saved, and it will show you the progress and all of that down here. So yeah, that's basically the wish list in the clothing or like in the outfit planner. And then the next page we have is the travel planner, and this is also one of my favorite pages. So here you can plan your next trips, and on this left side we have again a little widget, so you can add how many countries you've like visited. We have a little quote right here, and then here is where it gets fun. This is your trips planner, and I will show you first the full page, and then I go into the trips and like show you how it works. On the left side we have a packing list, so you can go in here and like there is some stuff here. I'm not sure if I forgot anything, but this will basically help you to just pack everything that you can think of in your suitcase and your makeup and toiletry bag and all of that. And then down here we have a map, which you can like scroll, which is kind of cool. And then we have a travel journal. So whenever you're traveling and you want to journal on like your trip and what you did, you can do that right here. And I'm just going to show you. It's pretty straightforward. It says new journal entry. You can do a date, a country, and then you can link it to a trip. And so I have like 4 trips in here already, so you can link that, but I will show you in the trip itself how that works. And then we can do, you can add your highlights of the day, and you can add images if you want to. But I'm just gonna delete this. But yeah, this is how the travel journal works. We have a country bucket list on the side if you wanna add some countries to your bucket list where you want to go. This is where you can do it, and then you can check these off. And then here we have a bucket list of like things you want to do or foods you want to try. You can put everything in here. And so, for example, let's take Azulik, which is in Tulum, Mexico. It's a hotel, and it's super pretty. So I just put this in here. Then you can add a city, which is Tulum, a country, Mexico. You can add a continent, and then you can add a trip, which again, in our trips database right here, I have Tulum, Mexico, Dubai, Bali, Indonesia, and I have Bangkok, Thailand as examples. And so Azulik is in Tulum, and so I added it to the trip Tulum, Mexico. And then you can do a rating, you can do a type if it's a food, if it's a landmark, if it's whatever it is that you want to see. I added an image right here, and you can add it to your favorites if you really liked it, or if you've done it, you can press this one, and then you can add notes. For example, I just put loved it, and then the cost, how much it like is to enter this. And like $10, I think there's like an Azulik museum or like something that you can, it's not the hotel itself, it's like a little museum right next to it. That's why I said $10. So that's basically how it works. And you can also add food here. For example, if there is a specific food that you want to try while you're in a certain country, you can add that right here. So yeah, that's how the bucket list works. And now I'm gonna go into the trip section. So I'm gonna do Tulum, Mexico. And yeah, so how this works is you add a city right here. It's Tulum, a country, Mexico, again, a continent. And then you can add a date, like whenever you go on that trip. And so I just put December 12th to like January 4th, so which is 23 days, which is a little long. But like I just put like a random example in here. I can also make this shorter. But yeah, once you put a date in here, it will calculate automatically how long you're going. So now it's 13 days. Then we have a status, if it's planning, completed, upcoming. So this one is upcoming. And then you can do type if you're going by yourself, if you're going as a couple, friends, family. And then it will do a countdown how many days are remaining, which is pretty cool. So because it's December right now, it says 14 days remaining. And then here in your bucket list, this is where I put Azulik, for example. This is where it will show up. So for example, when you plan your trip, you can go down to your bucket list and add the things. Once you like research what you want to do, what you want to see, what you want to eat, you can put all of that in here, and this way really plan out your trip. And then once you plan out the whole trip, these things will show up here, the things you want to do while you're in Tulum, Mexico. Here you can add an image, which will show up for the database. And then down here, you can really plan out your trip. So you can add your accommodation, you can add like your airports, like when you will get there, when, which airport you will land, like all of that you can put here. I added a to-do list, so like whatever you want to do on that trip, whatever you need to do before that trip, you can put here. Here you can upload important documents like your boarding pass or whatever it is. If you need a visa or anything, you can upload that here. You can add a notes section, and then we have another packing list. So this is the same packing list as this one, but yeah, it's just like trip related. So if you need something for this trip specifically, you can also add that right here. And then here we have an itinerary. So here you can add whatever you have planned. Like you can really create an itinerary for your trip. And so how this works is, like, I'll show you this example. So this is the cenote, which in the bucket list is right here, Cenote Corazon. So you can plan that right here in your itinerary, and I'll just open that. So it says the name, and then you can do day, and I just added day 1 to day 7, but obviously if you stay for 10 days, for example, you just add another day, like day 8, day 9, day 10. And then we have a date, and a time when you want to do it. You can add a cost, you can add an image, you can rate it if you've done it, and then here it says bucket list, so you can link this, you can link your itinerary to the bucket list. What you created in your bucket list, which is pretty helpful because, like I said, when you plan out your whole trip and you just add things to your bucket list, like, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, and you just add them, then like once you really plan out your trip, you can plan out your itinerary and add all the things from your bucket list and really plan, okay, on day 1 we're going to do this, on day 2 we're going to do this, and so this is why you have an itinerary right here. And so yeah, this is basically how you can plan out your whole trip and make sure you don't forget to do anything that you wanted to do. And then here we have an overview of day 1. So here, for example, it says the cenote, and then you could plan out more days. And then here you can do expenses. So it will show you how much money you spend on day 1, day 2, all of that. So yeah. And then here we have another travel journal, which I showed you how it works. You can do a new page and then do a journal entry. And then here where you have trips, so this way, or this time, I would link it to my Tulum trip. So if I would do a new journal entry, I would add some photos and all of that. I would see it in my Tulum trip right here. I'm gonna delete this. So yeah, this is basically how the trips database works. So you can really plan out your trips. So yeah. And that's basically it. And then also on the left side, you just have upcoming trips. So it's the same database as this one, just filtered by what's upcoming. And I think that is it for the lifestyles. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, my bad. We have 2 more. Sorry. We have entertainment in the lifestyle section, which is basically just your movies and your shows. So yeah, your favorite movies, your favorite shows you can add right here. And I just put 3 examples. I'm going to show you Interstellar. So the status is not started, currently watching, or watched. So I just put watched, and then you can add a genre. I added a bunch of them. You can add new ones. Then notes, I put favorite movie because it's one of my favorite movies. And then you can add a rating, an image, and again, you can press this if it's one of your favorites. And then you can have a quick summary right here. What did I like? What did I not like? And then conclusion. And yeah, basically that's how it works. And then we just have different categories here. So this will show you all of them. This will show you a list of all of them. And then here is to watch, currently watching, and watched. And yeah, that's basically how it works. Actually, I will create a favorite one right here as well. So you can just easily find all of your favorite movies. So if you don't know what you want to watch and you want to watch one of your favorites, then you can just click into that and find these. I will create that. But yeah, that's how the entertainment section works. And then we have the cleaning one, which is the last one in this category. Also, it's raining pretty hard right now. I don't know if you can hear that. I hope you don't. But yeah, if you do, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is the cleaning page. So here we have a daily cleaning checklist. And I put examples in here, basically just make the bed, clean nightstand, clean kitchen counter, all of that. And it works the same as the other databases. You just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every single day, like the things you're doing, or like you should clean basically, but like, you know. Yeah, you can basically just put that in here, and then you can create a new cleaning checklist once you're done if you don't want to undo all of these manually. And then we have a weekly checklist, and this is like separated by rooms. So we have kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom, guest room. So for example, we have clean walls and ceiling. We have clean windows, clean countertops, clean and mop floors, all of that. So yeah, you can either do by room like this, or you can also just do a full list of things. Then here you can see all the things you've already done, and here are the things you still need to do. And so basically once you're done, you clean the walls and the ceiling, you can just press done. And then this way you have a good overview of like what you need to do in each room and like what's missing. And obviously you can also like just add new ones, like a new page, and really like tailor this to you. And then here we also have a button. So once you're done with this, you can just click on this button and create a whole new weekly checklist. But yeah, this is just supposed to help you clean. And then there's a little video right here which is called cleaning room playlist. So you can play some music, you can add your favorite music right here, so you can play some music while you're cleaning. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the cleaning page, and that is now the last page in the lifestyle section. And now I'm just gonna show you the finances, which is the last one. And then yeah, that is basically it for the planners. So in our finances page, you can get a really good overview of your finances. And so here we have a balance calculator. And so how this works is we have all the months right here from January to December. And so you add a starting balance, which in this case is $1,200. Then you have your income, your expenses, and then your ending balance. And so how this works is down here we have income. And so I added an example of, for example, you have $2,000 coming in and you add a month, which in this case is January, and you can do a type, which I just put paycheck, and then we have like a status of upcoming. So because I put January and 2000 in here, it automatically put it in your income tab. And so if I add a new page and I say, let's say you have a side hustle that pays you another $1,000 in January. I think I have it in here. Yes, side hustle. Then it automatically calculates it up here. So now we have 3,000 as like the income. And so the same thing works with like down here, the expenses. I put another like example in here. You have 700 for like shopping. I put Netflix in here. Let's say another, I don't know, we went to Zara or something, and we spent $400 on clothing in January as well. Where is it? Right here. You can add a type, which again, shopping. Yeah, that's basically it. And then you go up here and it will automatically calculate. So now it went from like the 700 that we had in there. It went to over 1,000. So it calculates it automatically, and so you can see your ending balance based on like everything that came in and everything you spent. So yeah, that's how the balance calculator works. And so for the next month, for example, I would take this ending balance and put it in here manually. So it would be 3,088. And then again, you do the same thing, just with your like income and your expenses. And yeah, that's how it works. And then down here we have another wish list, and this time it is the full wish list. It is the wellness things, the clothing things, electronics, it's everything. So it is in your financial page, because like if you want to save up for something, it makes sense that these things are in here. So here you can have an overview of like what you want to purchase. And then here on the side, you also have your financial goals. So remember, this is our goals database, and everything in the category financial will show up here. So it will help if you like, for example, the Zara, the $400 here would not make that much sense if you want to save up $2,000 for Paris, for example, or you want to save up for any of these. So that's why like everything is in the financial page. But yeah, that's basically how the balance calculator works. And then we have the last page, which is our debt overview. And down here we have a debt overview, and this works in the same way than the balance calculator, just like the opposite way, if that makes sense. And so for January, for example, we have your debt, like the total you owe, which I put a like mortgage example in here. So for example, you buy a house for $760,000, and then let's say we have a payment which is up here. So this is your debt payment, and I put this in here: mortgage payment $5,000 in January, in the type mortgage. So then this way it will automatically deduct it from the total you owe. And then here is a list of new debt. So if you create new debt, for example, you have a new credit card expense, whatever, for $200, then it will add on top of your debt. So basically we have the 760 minus the $5,000. So we would be at 755, but because you created new debt with your credit card or with something else, whatever it is, like it adds it on top of it. So that's basically how it works. So if you don't create new debt, you won't need this. So if you only pay off debt, you would only need this one, and you would just add your debt payments, add your mortgage, add your car loan, whatever it is, and then it will automatically calculate it. And this way you will see how much debt you still have, how much total you owe, and you are really going to be able to pay it off because you have a very clear visual of your debt. And yeah, that's basically how this page works, and that is it for the finance page, and it's also it for the whole planner. And so again, we have the databases here. Don't delete these main databases if you want the planner to function properly. But yeah, that's basically it, and thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you so much for your purchase, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.